weather's like, what kind of food choices they have, if they have McDonald's or Taco Bell. Then I don't know, we see Taco Bell here every day at campus, so maybe a Carl's Jr. or Panda Express could be, a change. But personally, I'll go visit the universities, see how the student life is, temperature. You know that this is your school once you set foot on campus. Just a recommendation just to put out there.
So, have you had a chance to check out the campus newspaper throughout the semesters? Just plug.
Yeah, I have. I've seen a couple articles. One about our women's soccer team winning the state championships again, soccer again, men's soccer, and see a lot of prestigious athletes on the article. I'm like, go team. And then there's some other topics like student government and safety issues, and it's just all interesting to me.
Yeah. The publication comes out, there's print, or you can check out the website, go to tellandmorse.com, and you'll be up to date with news stories involving Cerritos College. And we have here a philosophy workshop. There's philosophy and women's and gender studies, hosted by Professor Anna Torres Bauer and Professor Michelle, I can't pronounce it, but Tuesday, February 2nd, 11 a.m. to 12:15 p.m., room SS 140. And if you need Flex credit, sign up at flexreporter.com. Automotive and music, Professor Joe Muliri and Dr. Andrew Moss, Tuesday, April 12th, 11 a.m. to 12:15, room SS 140. We invite you to join the faculty members as they explore the integrative learning between philosophy and women's studies and the gender studies. Oh, okay, so these are the workshops that have to do with how the two different areas can relate. I had a chance to check out the other workshop that was last semester that had to do with how Chinese can relate to the English department. So it's very interesting. So basically this automotive one and music, they'll show similarities, and the same thing will go for philosophy and the women's and gender studies and how those two can tie together and how they complement each other. So that's pretty interesting. Have you ever taken two classes that you thought were like totally different, but then you kind of noticed there's some similarities here and there?
Yes, two classes I've taken before was physiology, and now I'm taking chemistry right now. I noticed that some things such as measurements in the body, like liters, quarts, all those measurements and types of things, it relates to it all the time. What's considered, and also I've taken physics. In chemistry, you got to know all the laws: Boyle's law, Charles' law, Ohm's law, and there's so many laws and theories, and they overlap and they make sense, and it's just hits you in the face again like, wow, I never thought I'll see this again, but it relates to what we're talking about in the class, and it makes better sense. It clarifies those questions you had in the past, and it demonstrates and shows how it works out at the molecular chemical level.
We'll be right back after these public service announcements.
On most classic rock stations, their idea of classic rock is to play only an artist's biggest singles. At WPMD on the Net, we realize that the most significant artists in the history of rock and roll deserve to have their most significant work played from beginning to end. So, we offer the Album Break, entire albums from members of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, presented from start to finish. If you want to hear more than what the greatest names in rock and roll were able to put in the top 40, then join us for the Album Break, part of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame on WPMD on the Net, where people make a difference.
Rock's greatest acts have given us literally hundreds of great albums, and we bring a different one one of them to you every night at the midnight Pacific on WPMD Album Break. The greatest titles, and not just the biggest hits, all from members of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, are played all the way through with virtually no interruption to give you a non-stop listen to the best that rock music has given us. Remember, a new day begins with the Album Break, every night at midnight Pacific, only on WPMD, where people make a difference.
I wasn't prepared to be a caregiver to Mom, but a little over a year ago, we realized she couldn't take care of herself without our help. And well, how could I not be there for her? I had no idea how hard it would be, and just what I would need to know. Things I never thought of, like how to improve her mood, and even for me, ways to stay positive. Luckily, I found the Caregiving Resource Center from AARP. It had articles about the basics that got me started, but also information about the hurdles I was facing in this new role. I could even connect with experts and hear from others who had been in my place. I know this road we're on isn't an easy one, but I'm really happy to have the extra help for her, and for me.
Time flies, really.
Caregiving Resource Center at aarp.org/caregiving. Articles, tips, and tools to help you both care for your loved one and care for yourself. This message is brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
Welcome back to the Falcon Spotlight. I'm your host, Rob J.F. here at Cerritos College, WPMD Studios, where people make a difference. Scholarships, that's always that's a big one. It right away pops up, and it's very important you take advantage of scholarships. You know, books can be expensive, and especially, if you have a ton of classes. So there is the Cerritos College Foundation. In the spring 2016 scholarships, the deadline to apply is February 22nd. You apply online, you visit www.cerritos.edu/foundation scholarships. If you have any questions, please contact Rachel Samarin at rsamarin@cerritos.edu. Check out the different scholarships. There's plenty here, You can look at the different prerequisites, for instance, the type of GPA you have, the amount of units you have to be enrolled in. There are different ones depending on your major, and you can definitely apply. Now, have you had a chance to apply it any before?
Yes, actually, this is my first time doing the foundation scholarships here. I wish I taking it more seriously and like, ooh, money. This can help me with my books, classes. But the way it works online, you create an account, they ask a number of questions, and they filter out the scholarships that will be best suited for you. Either by first generation students, veteran, female, male, Latino, just different types of questions and filters that results in eligibility in a scholarship.
Definitely. Speaking of veterans, there is a Veterans Resource Center also available to Cerritos College students. It's right near the arcade. Definitely go and stop by and take a look. Now, I always ask my guests this question. What are your plans after Cerritos College?
My plans for Cerritos College is to attend CSUF, Cal State University of Fullerton, and pursue physical therapy with kinesiology over there, and then hopefully obtain my BS, and then transfer to Cal State Long Beach for the doctorate and grad school.
Wow. Grad school. That's definitely, the higher the degree you go for, the better. Especially, each time they say each degree you go up to, the more pay.
It's very true. Going higher, seeking for higher education, it just establishes more of a foundation of the knowledge you obtain in class, and it just, people calling you like doctor and Mr. or doctor, again, it's like an interesting feeling. I asked the doctor once, how does it feel to be called doctor after getting your doctorates? And he's like, it was confusing at first, like I was getting adjusted to it, but afterwards, you feel accomplished after reaching the doctorates, and all that hard work pay off, especially in salary.
There is another opportunity here available. It says here, let us help you do better in your finals at Mobile 101. You get help from peer mentors and ace the exam for preparing for it. They know professors and the key points to prepare, get great results, and can teach you to be clear and organized. Check out the 6 to 10 hour prep courses at www.nobel101.com. Sign up today. So what kind of resources have you used, or what kind of strategies have you used to deal with midterms, finals, stuff like that?
In the past, I just went over my notes, fill out the study guides and that the teacher gives us, and read over the chapter. But one technique I found out that actually really helps and helps keep the information in your head is explaining it to another person. And what my instructors say and what I think is that if you can clearly explain the question and the answer and how the concept works, you know you have it down, and it'll just be plain and simple and butter on the paper.
Cool. So right now, what was the most challenging class you've had, and how did you deal with it?
Hands down, English 103. I'm actually repeating it right now. I like to say it's not because of how many pages the essay is, it's just, I want to say for me, I know it's not an excuse, but
Workout?
the workouts, the practices, limited time you have on doing the papers, like on the weekends we have meets, during the week we have practices, but of course it's the student's responsibility to make time, and it was your choice to either join the team or take school more seriously. So I like to say, athletes, time management is your best friend. I'm serious. Please make time to do your studies. They're very important.
Now, what do you feel you benefited also from being part of clubs?
Well, not only does being in the club look good on your resume, but you make these connections with staff, and then in the future when you return to Cerritos College for anything, those advisors, staff people that were helping you when you were here in Cerritos College, they want to hear about your progress. They want to hear about your accomplishments. They love being part of your life and showing you things that no other person will waste their time or give up time to show you. Honestly, if it wasn't for our staff here on Cerritos College, the many people I met, things wouldn't be as great at school.
Yeah, definitely. And you know, ladies and gentlemen, just to give a brief background about the Falcon Spotlight, I started it in 2012 with the concept of, you know, inviting students, faculty, administrators, community leaders, elected officials, and so forth. Like any time, like every episode, the goal is, you know, to hopefully, you know, the audience can relate as well to when they hear the stories and so forth of the guest, and especially, you know, they're like, oh, hey, like, you know, he has the same interests or she has the same interests as I do, or this person got the degrees that I was pursuing, and that's, you know, the concept as well, and, you know, just to inspire the people, the students. It doesn't have to just be college students, it could be, you know, the high schoolers that are listening, and just to get a better idea that, you know, they're not alone. There's some people that are still on the same path as you are, or some people that already accomplished what you're trying to seek, and that's pretty much in a nutshell what Falcon Spotlight is, and at the same time while being the signature of like, oh, like, you know, here's kind of like a bio of the person, you know, like, you know, you get what I'm saying, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so
perfectly.
I do want to thank you for taking the time to be here on the Falcon Spotlight. Are there any upcoming events that you could think of that
Yes, there's actually a whole month worth of events coming up next month. It is Black History Month. I heard some students are trying to promote Black History Month by demonstrating soul food, some certain dances, and then various instruments, drums primarily. And I think they're going to be coming next month, and I'm very excited for that. They also have guests coming to the campus, describing their lifestyle, how it can relate to a normal American's life, whether it be Latino, white, Chinese, and any other racial group. It's just, I feel like it's going to be exciting. They pumped me up yesterday at the Senate meeting, and I'm looking forward to it.
what do you think is the benefit of student government?
Well, as a student government representative and former senator, our job is to represent the students and make decisions that will benefit them and create new opportunities for students who didn't have those opportunities back in the day to participate and make a difference here on campus.
Definitely. And I like to think, all my guests, they do their best to, make a difference. Even if they don't realize it, they're inspiring somebody listening. And ladies and gentlemen, tune in every week to Falcon Spotlight, show of the campus, and tune in. You can visit our page. You can look up WPMD pretty much anywhere. You can Google us. If you were to go on your smartphones and you download the TuneIn Radio app, you can listen to us live. You go to iTunes, you can listen to WPMD. We have a variety of different, shows. Everybody has, we have just a variety of a little bit of everything. And we have lots of talented and dedicated honored talent here at Cerritos College, and I really encourage you, just, check it out. You tune in, and I guarantee you every hour it'll be something different, something you end up liking, and, well, until next time, folks. That's all I can say. Anything you'd like to say? Or?
Well, Rob, I want to thank you for this opportunity. It's my first time, I'd like to say, first of all, for clarification for others judging me right now. But yes, thank you so much. Have a good day, students. Do your best. Don't slack off.